last 14 years. Ex-PeopleSoft, my co-founder Steve is here in the audience as well. And coming from PeopleSoft, obviously we led with PeopleSoft Consulting Services, but over the last 6 years, we've been working on cloud-based technologies. Initially started with AWS and exclusively with OCI, what used to be Gen 1, Oracle Public Cloud, now Gen 2, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure for the last 2.5 years. So, a little bit about ourselves. We think customers have an exciting opportunity in front of them, especially PeopleSoft, EBS, JD, install-based customers, to take advantage of Oracle Cloud Infrastructure and transform those applications from a run-maintain standpoint, from a patching standpoint, and from a performance standpoint. We know that everybody's eventually going to look at SaaS, and they're going to get there sooner or later. But in the meantime, let's say that's a 3-year, 5-year, 7-year horizon, whatever you're looking at, cloud infrastructure gives you the ability to optimize and automate in a significant way that you cannot otherwise do on-prem or in a hosted environment. So that's our mission statement. Headquartered in Pleasanton, California, been in business since 2006. Offices in the US, Canada, and India, and Oracle Gold partner, cloud standard partner, across all the industries that PeopleSoft has traditionally been strong in, right? Professional services, healthcare, education, financial services, non-profit, government, obviously. One of the things that I'd like to call out is, as far as Oracle Cloud Infrastructure is concerned, we are a velocity partner. So, as the name implies, Velocity is a program within Oracle Cloud Infrastructure that can jumpstart your cloud initiative. I think that's an important question because the majority of PeopleSoft customers, if you look at the way Oracle classifies them, are either national accounts or enterprise accounts. These are large healthcare customers, large financial services customers, global nonprofits, large staffing companies. The largest 5 of the 10 top largest staffing companies in the world run PeopleSoft, right? So they're not small by any means. So the question is, if I'm able to run a database on-prem and manage payroll for 100,000 employees, can I trust cloud to do the same thing, right? That's what customers want to know. The fundamental nature of cloud is elasticity, which means that you can make it as big as you want when you want it. And OCI offers the same thing. Now that's a generic answer, of course, but specific customer example, Care.org, global nonprofit, operates in about 94 countries, 24/7 shop, financials 9.2. They moved their 9.1 version to OCI, used OCI for the upgrade, went live, 5 terabyte production database, about 200 different integration points from cloud to on-prem and to other providers. Very successful, went off pretty much without a glitch. There were obviously technical challenges as you have in any project, but that's one example. So there's large-scale PeopleSoft application instances with very large databases that have already been migrated and they're successfully operating in the cloud. So that's one of the largest ones that we've worked on. Volt Information Sciences, you'll hear them speak on Thursday, their CIO, their Senior Director of IT. They're all, again, multinational staffing company. Their payroll, their pay bill processes about 40,000 people every week. So they pay employees, contractors every week, and they invoice their customers every week. So it's a mission critical process for them. Financials, HR, with disaster recovery, Golden Gate, Oracle Enterprise Manager for monitoring, Stat for migrations. A lot of you use Stat, some of you may be using Fire. All of those PeopleSoft workloads that are needed, applications that are needed to make PeopleSoft successful, have been moved to cloud by other customers. Putting all of our own PeopleSoft instances on OCI Classic, or what used to be called Oracle Public Cloud. And the first customer that we migrated, which was EasyCorp, first PeopleSoft production customer to go live on Oracle Cloud Infrastructure period, they migrated to Oracle Cloud Infrastructure Classic. Since then, the examples that I gave you, Volt Information Sciences, Care.org, all of these are production customers, all running on OCI with Cloud Manager on OCI. Intermountain Healthcare, if you were in Joe Finlinson's presentation yesterday, he spoke about how they're doing their dev tests on OCI. That's also OCI with Cloud Manager 7 on OCI. So there's plenty of examples out there. And I think yesterday or today, Alliance Data Systems was also presenting. They are also live on OCI. So there's a lot of examples of PeopleSoft customers already running production workloads on OCI with Cloud Manager 6 or 7. Right, PeopleSoft is a heavily integrated application, both PeopleSoft to PeopleSoft and PeopleSoft to the outside world, and your custom homegrown applications or other packaged applications that you may have. Think of it this way. When you go to cloud, all you're doing is sizing the cloud environment for your needs. 1 PeopleSoft application, 5 PeopleSoft applications. Some of you, the smaller customers, may have 1 production and maybe 4 to 5 non-production instances, as simple as that. Some larger customers have up to 40, 50 instances of PeopleSoft running. So you size it according to your need, right? Now, once you size it, you buy the credits, and then Oracle provisions a tenancy, and they give the keys of the kingdom to you. You are the administrator, whoever's the designated administrator in your organization, they get access to OCI. OCI, once it's provisioned, it's under your control. Every aspect of it, from the network layer all the way up to the app layer, and the edge that you have, whether you have a firewall, whether you have a load balancer, everything's under your control. It's secure by default, as in when your tenancy is provisioned, nobody from the outside world can get in unless you explicitly set a rule to allow them to get in. So it's secure by default. So what customers do most likely for security purposes is they establish a secure VPN, as Graham said. And when you do that, the cloud network presents itself as an extension of your on-prem network. So for all of your PS admins, if you have a 192 address space where you're having private IPs for your database server, you will have a similar private IP space on cloud, and you will access that securely through that VPN. And then it's up to you. Your CISOs may have specific security protocols and guidelines for you to follow for any new infrastructure that you deploy, whether it's on-prem or in cloud or even in hosted environments. You may require your hosting provider to do certain things for you for compliance. Some of our healthcare customers have very strict guidelines around that, BAAs and whatnot. All of those. On OCI. Now, in terms of challenges, if you look at moving your PeopleSoft application, you can think about doing that in 2 ways. Lift and shift, which implies you take everything as is and move it to OCI, except for what Rajan said. If you are not compatible from a People Tools release standpoint, specifically for Cloud Manager, right? If you want to use Cloud Manager for migration, you have to be at 85512 or higher. We've done migrations without Cloud Manager as well. Customer preferences, various other considerations. So you can, but Cloud Manager is really good now, and we think you should use it. So apart from those, your application version can be 9 to 15. You don't have to be the latest PUM. You can do a lift and shift as is. The complexity arises when you're trying to introduce an upgrade or an update or a get current or some sort of a transformation activity along with your migration. So we would recommend that you do that in a phased approach. Get to cloud, stabilize, make sure everything's working. That way you can compare your on-prem to cloud, make sure everything's working fine, right? Integration is important, but the nice thing about moving to cloud is only one endpoint of your PeopleSoft integrations is moving, which is your PeopleSoft endpoint. Your other systems and third-party systems, they will remain where they are. A lot of you have file shares where you're dumping files, retrieving files for flat file interfaces. A lot of you have DB links, although we would not recommend that, but you still have that in your environment. All of those still work with cloud. Simple example, I know King County, care.org, right? Over 200 interfaces. But they had a central staging area where they were dropping and picking up files. That did not move to cloud in phase 1. Why? Because PeopleSoft on cloud can still securely write with a high-speed data connection, with fast connect. Bandwidth can be adjusted to your specific needs. And latency was not a problem. So you minimize the amount of changes you make. And as a result, you reduce the technical challenges associated with that. To Graham's point again, networking is important because if you don't set up OCI properly from the ground up with the right networking topology and architecture and all that, then everything else that you build on top of it, so think of that as a foundation, a strong foundation, good, strong house, easy to manage and maintain.
Yeah, we'll let you answer. I feel as though I could listen to this panel for a couple of hours because there's a lot of information here.